Are you thinking about relocating to the Crofton area in Maryland? Are you wondering how much it actually costs to live here? Well, good news. That's what I'll be discussing in this video. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be discussing the cost of living in Crofton, Maryland, which is a lovely town located in Anne Arundel County. I'm going to go into detail about everything from the housing to the transportation, to education and childcare, and fitness to give you a better idea of what it could look like to actually live in Crofton. However, I just have a quick disclaimer. This video does reflect my comprehensive online research and does not in any way reflect my personal opinion about the area. So without further ado, let's get into the video. First up, we have housing. Housing is one of the first things that comes to mind when we talk about the cost of living, and in Crofton, the majority of the population owns their homes, with home ownership being around 80%, while approximately 20% of those people rent. Now, the average cost of a home in Crofton as of today, at the time of this video, is roughly $450,000 according to Zillow.com. Rental prices, on the other hand, typically range between $2,000, which typically may get you a luxury one-bedroom apartment, and $3,100, which is probably closer to a three-bedroom apartment. Depending on the number of bedrooms or bathrooms that you're looking for, that could also change. Next up is transportation. If you're commuting to nearby cities like Baltimore or maybe DC, commuting costs are an essential consideration. Crofton does offer various public transportation options, but many residents prefer to use their own vehicles. Gas prices in Crofton are slightly above the national average, and public parking varies depending on the location that you're in. Let's talk about utilities. In Crofton, you can expect to pay an average of $160 per month for basic utilities such as electricity, water, and trash removal, and that is for a 900 square foot apartment. Internet service can cost you anywhere from $45 to about $75 per month, depending on the speed and the provider that you choose. But I do feel like there are generally overall cheaper options. Next up, when it comes to groceries, prices in Crofton are roughly 40% higher than the national average. A variety of grocery stores are available though, including Safeway, Wegmans, and Aldi, amongst others. The price does vary, but on average, a gallon of milk should cost you around $3.20, and a dozen of eggs is about $2.50 at the time of this video. Next up, healthcare. Healthcare costs in Crofton are relatively on par with the national average. A standard doctor's visit may cost you around $110 if you don't have insurance, while a dentist visit is roughly around $95. Prescription medications can vary, but expect to pay slightly more than the national average in Crofton. Next up, let's talk about entertainment and dining. If you're a foodie, like me, or enjoy nights out, also like me, Crofton has a lot to offer. Dining at a mid-range restaurant will cost you around $60 for two people. A single movie ticket is roughly $12 depending on where you go, but keep in mind many venues and activities in Crofton and around Crofton are actually free or relatively inexpensive. Next up, education. If you have kids, I know you're interested in the education cost, so public schools in Crofton are well regarded, with most schools receiving above average ratings. There are also several private schools in the area, with tuition varying depending on the institution. For example, you may expect to pay anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 per year for a private elementary school, and between $15,000 to $25,000 annually for a private high school. With children does come childcare, and I know that is another significant consideration for families. The average cost for full-time childcare in Crofton runs roughly between $1,000 and $1,300 per month, now depending on the providers. Now, nannies and in-home care can actually be a bit more expensive, averaging $15 to $25 per hour, depending on the level of service and the number of children you have. Next up is fitness and wellness, because I know that's very important. I do love my gym. A monthly gym membership in Crofton can range from $30 for a basic gym to over $70 for a more premium fitness center. Now, for those of you who prefer outdoor activities, Crofton does offer several parks and trails, many of which have free or really low admission fees. Finally, let's talk about taxes. In Maryland, the state income tax rate is between 2% and 5.75%, depending on your income bracket. In Anne Arundel County specifically, where Crofton is located, the local income tax rate is roughly 2.81%. The property taxes in Crofton stand at an average rate of around 0.09% of the assessed home's value, while the sales tax rate in Crofton, Maryland is actually 6%, which is actually just the state's tax rate. That's all I have for today's video. A comprehensive look at the cost of living in Crofton, Maryland. I hope this was helpful for you if you are considering making the charming town of Crofton your new home. Be sure to download the free relocation guide on my website for more information on relocating to our area. And of course, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I will see you on the next one.